This is Talk 650, powered by CBS Radio.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.
Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. It is a show that never ends. Why? Because it continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com, where you get the best audio, video, articles, and so much more. Speaking of articles, we've got a great one in the works that we're going to be talking about in just a minute. Do want to mention my good friend, Kent Batman. Yes, I said Batman. He has been a great friend of mine now for going on 15, 16 years, co-hosting today's show. He's actually the original co-host of this program, and delighted to have him here today. Kent?
Great to be here, Kev.
And we got a great guest this segment, the one and only Shannon Register. She is part of my brain's trust to understand the complexities of what's going on in the real estate industry. And let's start off with telling us a little bit, kind of always give that 411, if you will, of your firm. And great to see you, Shannon.
Thanks. Great to be here. Register Real Estate Advisors is located in Spring, but we do real estate transactions all over the Houston area. We're located in Northwest Houston, but we go all over. We've got lots of sellers, lots of buyers that we work with. And this is great selling season just because this is when children are transitioning from schools. And so it's a great time for buyers to get out there and purchase homes. So it's a wonderful time for sellers to put their homes on the market.
And that's rrea.com.
That's right. And you can see all of our videos at rrea.tv. And we also have a blog. And today's show will be on the blog. And I have lots of good information that they're going to get off that.
I'm going to kind of do a real quick recap of what you covered on last time's show with our friend Chris Kelso, who's also been doing a great job guest hosting for me. Number one is video. Now what this is the 20 things to look for in a realtor and brokerage before selling your home. It'd be nice to say that. This isn't Jeopardy here.
Right.
So
right. Right.
Here's the answer. What am I talking about? So
right.
the 10 you covered last week was video, photos, realtor.com, and OH. What is OH?
Open houses.
Open houses. And they need to be done
houses.
properly. They need to be destination locations, don't they?
Right.
And then you've got lockbox, blogging, magazine ads, warranty, over 55 websites. That's impressive.
You're going to make sure you have a big web footprint.
Big web footprint and documents that are online. Now, of those, is there anything you wanted to recap before we hit on the next 10?
Those are really, those are kind of your top 10 things that you're going to use to compare realtors. And then the next half of the list are also some good things. Everybody thinks that realtors are the same. We're not the same. We're very different with educational backgrounds, experience backgrounds, and what we offer as far as marketing, which is really what's so important to sellers and how they can compare realtors.
Yeah, and everything's changed dramatically over the last few years when it comes to marketing. And those companies, be they in real estate or whatever, if they haven't caught on, they're in trouble.
Right.
So let's talk about the next 20. Let me go ahead and name them all first. And that's CSS, e-flyers, direct mail, NetSheet, reports, website search engine optimization, print-to-web technology, seller service guarantee, help with home staging and vendors, and then, of course, references. I'll tell you what, and
those
if they're
are very
all
important.
with the same last name of your realtor, you might want to look for a different realtor. So anyway, let's go ahead and start with CSS.
The
what
showings.
is that?
Well, basically, the showing service that we use is centralized showing. We refer to it as CSS. But as long as your realtor has a showing service, that's what you want, because when that realtor is busy or out of town, you want your house to still be showing. You want people to still be able to make appointments and go in and do showings even when your realtor isn't available to show it. So that's important that you use a scheduling company. The e-flyers to realtors, a lot of realtors don't even have a database of realtors to send out e-flyers to. So unless they're keeping a database and have those people to send out e-flyers to, that's your first problem with a realtor, with finding the right realtor. But secondly, you want to make sure that e-flyers get sent out of your house, because you want every realtor that's working in that area around your house to know what that house looks like on the inside. They may drive by and see the yard sign, but they haven't seen the inside, and they may have the perfect buyer for your house.
Now, what would you say is a good enough list to say that they're serious in this area?
I would say at least 1,000.
At least 1,000. Okay, that's good. And then let's talk about direct mail. Direct
mail, we send out just listed postcards when we list a home. We usually send that to the move-up neighborhood. So, for example, if you're selling a $300,000 home, we'll market to those $150,000 homes where they're looking to move up into that neighborhood. And that's where we're going to send our just listed cards so that they know that house is now available. And when it's going to have an open house, they can find out all the information and see the video of that property. property. A lot of direct mail, it just gets that interest sparked. A lot of people are happy in the same house. They think they're going to be retiring and thinking about the future, but they need something to get them moving and interested. And if they see that perfect house, that'll get them out on a Saturday to go look at it.
That'll get them going. How about the net sheet?
The net sheet, when you sit down with a realtor to sell your home, you want to make sure that the realtor is giving you a good net sheet. You want to know what you're going to walk away with at closing. You don't want any surprises when you get an offer. You want to reevaluate that net sheet. You want to know what's the minimum amount of an offer you can accept and walk away with what you want. So you're going to need to know your payoff amount to give your realtor if you have a payoff on your mortgage, and that way they can tell you what all your costs are, because you've got real estate commission, you may have a survey cost, you may have an appraiser or a warranty that you have to pay for. There are a lot of costs involved, and you want to know what all of those are up front.
And then your reports?
You can request reports from your realtor. A lot of people don't know this. Realtor.com, the #1 website for real estate right now, can give you listing reports so that you know how many times people have viewed your house online. Another one, HAR, does reports. A lot of different websites do reports. And so
that's Houston Association of Realtors.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that gives you an idea of how many people are viewing your home. You can also get reports from the showing company and see the feedback that you're getting from the realtors who've shown your home.
And then the search engine optimization of your website.
Very, very important. Every realtor has
If you build it, they will not come.
No, they won't. And every realtor out there has a website. But whether they have people actually on their website and viewing their website is another question.
Right, right. And you guys have invested huge amounts in this and in technology in general.
Right. We have. And, we have lots of people visiting our website because we've got so many different extensions of our website. We've got the social media component, the blogging, the news features, the actual static website itself, plus all of our videos. So there's tons of information on our website, and a lot of realtors just don't have that. They don't showcase their listings on their website. There's a lot of things that they don't have. We actually have every home that's on the market in the Houston MLS is on our website.
Wow.
So you can search the whole MLS right on rrea.com website.
What about the print-to-web technology?
The print-to-web technology is the most exciting thing that's happening right now in our industry. We have new technology at our company where our yard signs now have the QR codes, so you can go straight to the video. You can just drive up to the house, use your smartphone with the QR code, and see the video of the inside of the house before you ever even call a realtor.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is cool stuff. Well, and a lot of realtors are using the QR codes, but they're not using them very well because they won't send it to a mobile optimized page. They'll just send it to a regular website that's really hard
struggling to navigate.
Oh, yeah. You can't hardly see it on that little phone screen. So that's one of the great things our company is doing with the QR codes. But on top of the QR codes, we have the, we partnered with Mobiond, and our partnership with Mobiond has allowed us to have the print-to-web technology on our business cards, our just listed cards, our flyers. We can pretty much put the video embedded image in any print-to-web technology. Whatever flyer we want to send out, people can use their smartphone and go right to the video of the house.
Seller service guarantee.
Our company offers a seller service guarantee to our clients, because basically when someone signs a listing agreement with us, it's our guarantee to them of what we're going to do to market and advertise their property. Most agents do not give them that. And so the consumer is stuck in this 6-month listing agreement, and they may or may not get anything that the realtor said they're going to do for them. So we give them a seller service guarantee, and that's backed by our company. So any realtor that you use with our REA uses the seller service
guarantee. This is crucial. Help with home staging and vendors, because often when a home, first of all, you got to get it looking like something that people want to buy, but secondarily, when you're finally moving, oh my goodness, that plumbing problem, et cetera, that you finally now have to deal with if you want to get a good price.
Well, we have a huge resource for vendors that we use and can recommend to people. A lot of times houses, when people move out, they need to be repainted. The landscaping needs to be brought up to date. There's just a lot of little things that need to be done. And we can also help them with staging their home. Several of our agents are professional stagers. We can bring in home stagers and really help them get the house ready to do the video and make it look good.
Yeah. And then finally, references. And I'm going to ask Kent to follow up with a question. And obviously, references mean, it needs to be someone other than cousins, neighbors, and that type of thing. It needs to be people that really are past clients and can really speak about what you did. Kent, I know we wanted to make sure we covered all 20 points. I'm sure, though, you've got some food for thought there for questions.
Well, I can't help when you think about real estate and we think about the economy. Do you market different in a rising sale price as opposed to a slightly less appreciative economy?
We do. We market more now than we ever have because we have to, because there's so much inventory out there on the market that's not moving. We've got to stand out from the competition. So that's why we've incorporated all of these non-traditional ways of marketing that other companies are not doing. It makes us more competitive, makes our listings sell faster.
Awesome. Very good interview. Great stuff and great information. And Kent, I'm going to let you carry the heavy load on the next segment. Kent Batman is here with me, co-hosting. And that, again, is Shannon Register, and you can see why we have her on. She's part of my brain trust. She does a great job, and she's so cutting edge and a leader in her industry, and we're delighted to always see you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm really glad to see you. It's been a while since I've been so busy.
It has. And you can always find us at rrea.com and watch all of our videos at rrea.tv.
Check them out, rrea.tv.
That's right.
And .com. You bet. All right, I'm Kevin Price. More after this on Talk 650, powered by CBS Radio.